Hello everyone and welcome in to episode 8 of UnGrounded. Today we'll be looking at taking on the final defense and finally bringing this server into New Game Plus. So if you didn't know, this is the cave to the remixer. Here is the door to the remixer. And as you can see here, we've defeated all 3 of the bosses that are required to actually start it. But we still need to do the Java-matic. So that's what we're going to do today. But first, we have to go grab everything and prepare for this in today's episode of UnGrounded. So now, with the last of the defenses up, we're ready to start the fight for the Java-matic. Now, if you haven't already seen in the time-lapse, or you don't know, this is mostly a kind of tower defense situation, where I have to go around and defend all 3 of these points. If you've played the game at all, you do know how this works, but honestly, there is an odd occurrence here. See, as the fight begins, I'm gifted with a moment of peace. And, you know, it almost reminds me of something being almost too quiet. So uneasy that I'm waiting for something to go wrong. And this feeling typically goes away after the first half of the bar fills up. But not this time. And we'll get a little bit more into that as we progress. But as the first fireworker ant joins us for the fight, we take it out with relative ease, but I don't love the way it took that many hits. See, in this defense, it's very important that we keep our wits about us, and that we don't let any of these 3 mixers fall under attack and are left open to these orc-controlled ants, which is all that really faced us, but we'll see more about that later, against these orc-controlled creatures so that we can keep them brewing the Java-matic. So, without further ado, let's go into a bit of a smash cut of everything that happened during the Java-matic defense of UnGrounded. And just like that, with a suspiciously easy final defense, we have destruction. If you don't know, this is Bounty Bros base. They... Oh, that just looks horrible. Oh. Well, I guess I see now why that final defense was so easy. It looks like we had a bit more of a buffer than we ever knew. That is destruction unparalleled. Oh. The unintentional damage here is so devastating. So, of course, I mean, I guess we can't really do anything other than just go ahead and collect everything that Bounty Bros had here and leave them in a chest so they can reuse the resources that are left. But I guess the tire was a little too close to the final defense to actually be safe. So it's time to pack this all up into a couple of chests so that Bounty Bros can use it when they get back on the server. After that whole ordeal, we can finally make ourselves back to the remixer to start it up for the first time on UnGrounded. Now, this isn't my personal first time ever remixing, but this is certainly one of the few that I will ever probably get with the rapidly approaching release of Grounded 2. So, while we take our sweet time and take a look around the remixer, we do eventually make our way to the middle room to finally go into Remixed Level 1. And here we are at the Remixer. One of the most important things that we'll see in this entire series, of course I'm kind of looking at the trash right now because I need this perfect toast here at the bottom, but if you do see the little bits of arcing energy, it's time to finally go ahead, start up the Remixer, and see what an alternate reality may bring us. And for the first time, a new soul enters this world. Not maybe the first, but certainly not the last. We're back. So weird to see the ASL terminal like that again. We're here. We've made it, guys. Welcome in to UnGrounded.